Assalamu alaikum. I'm Irfan Awan. In this video, I'm discussing teaching skills, and I'm going to give an introduction about teaching skills. These are a set of teachers' behavior effective in bringing desired changes among learners in classroom environment. We can say that these are a set of instructions and procedures applied in the classroom to facilitate the process of learning among students so they become active learners in class and they gain knowledge and conceptual clarity in the class. And there are some core skills in teaching which are helpful in effective teaching, as there is skill of explanation in the class done by teacher, then skill of illustration in class, and then we have skill of stimulus response in the class, a stimulus variation in the class, and then how to create that skill of curiosity and questioning in the class. These all are the duties of teachers, uh, so that these skills are applied in the class and the outcome is achieved in class by making the students active learners in class, and effective learning takes place in class in this way. And teachers should be able to illustrate successfully in the class and give feedback or reinforce students on different topics or concepts in class. Basically, there are three main components of teaching skills. These are perception, cognition, and action, right? So, perception is about the understanding of teacher uh, of in process of teaching, that how the course objectives, learning outcomes are achieved in the class by applying different teaching strategies and skills and methodologies in class. And that process of pedagogy helps the students uh, in learning knowledge and acquiring new ideas, in acquiring new concepts. And then cognition is that bringing mental awareness among students, so that they enhance in their ideas, in the knowledge, and they're enlightened by the process of that learning or teaching. As you know, there are three types of learning. One is visual learning, teaching students by the help of visual aids in class, and those aids may be models, transparencies, charts, and the slides or the educational videos and models, and real objects can be shown in the class to give them better understanding about it. And then we have auditory learning. Auditory learning is basically listening and learning by listening, as students listen to teacher and they have better understanding about the topics and about what they're studying. So auditory learning, listening each other, sharing ideas, listening others point of view, listening audios and listening videos that help students to understand. And then there is another uh, a source of learning or a strategy of learning, that is kinesthetic learning. So kinesthetic learning is basically done on vocational places through experiments and using tools and learning, as we have science labs, and in those labs there are instruments, operators, tools kept, and students learn by experimenting on the real objects and machines that help them to understand and get new ideas, generate new ideas, and get better understanding, and to increase interest in studies. So that practical learning helps students, specifically in science subjects and technical subjects. And these visual audio aids are must nowadays in the class, and studying by tools in kinesthetic learning is also very important. And then action, basically this is that practice perceived and acquired knowledge, right? Practical and the pragmatic approach and applying theories um, in on models, real life objects, and applying theories on text. And so this is the action, the practical action, or you can say the practice perceived from theories and the knowledge which they get in the class. And so there are skills of introducing a lesson, right? That's another topic that we'll discuss in detail. Then Bloom's taxonomy, which helps a lot in assessment and in assessing students. As you know, there are three types of assessments. Two are the main assessment. One is summative assessment, other is formative assessment. Summative assessment is useful, and that is applied when there are class tests, monthly tests, final exams, and the marks are allotted to the students. And a summative assessment actually is the way to know that students should be promoted to the next class, or a student is required to repeat that class, or there should be some remedial steps are needed or not. And then formative assessment is linked with instruction in the class and the instructional process, and doing different activities in the class, extracurricular activities which help students uh, to improve the knowledge. And teacher assesses students on the basis of those activities which are formative assessment activities, like role plays, dialogues, and speech, and group work and pair work, and then students giving presentations and submitting their assignments, or doing any activity which help them to improve their personal skills and their academic skills. So that is linked with formative assessment in the class. And then there should be feedback or proper assessment at the end. Feedback is very important for the students, so that they know what are the weaknesses, what are the gray areas, and how they can overcome their issues and problems, academic issues, how they can solve them, and what are the strengths and how they can polish, refine their strengths and their skills academics. So, and different methods are there which are applied in the process of teaching, as we have communicative teaching, communicative language teaching in English, and we have direct method, we have integrated teaching, we have audio visual aids in teaching. Nowadays teaching is IT based mostly, and books are being discarded, you can say, in the classroom, because in many places studies are done uh, through iPads, through laptops, with the help of different software. Students upload their assignments, and then the work is judged. So the study process of studies have become really advanced. So, and there are so many things which you can discuss on that topic also. So with some idea which I've given about the teaching skills in this video, I finish my lesson, and thank you.